Hello guys, so I'm going to be carrying on today from where I left off yesterday. I'm at Popham Airfield in Hampshire, and I'm just going to carry on with my flight. So I'm just flying around various airfields in the UK. So I went yesterday from Sandown to Popham. Today I'm going to go from Popham to Biggin Hill. So we'll be taking off shortly and heading kind of northeast a little bit, and then heading towards South London, and then sort of skirting south of Heathrow, and then heading across, probably following the M25 maybe, or maybe a bit later, follow the M25, not sure yet, and then head over to Biggin Hill. So the flight's not going to be too long, I don't think. I'm just going to get into my aircraft now, as you can see here. So let's just get the map out where I am at the moment. I'm just going to bring the map over. So right now we are here at Popham, is where I arrived yesterday, and then we're going to head over to here. I'm going to fly a little bit this way and then head across and then land over at Biggin Hill. So yeah, that's where I'm going to be going today, over to Biggin Hill. I'm not sure where I'm going to go next after that. I might head off in this direction, I'm not too sure. Anyway, let's get back to the aircraft, which is waiting. So I'm going to start taxiing out to the runway now. Looking at the windsock over there, which you can just about see. You can see that the wind is kind of a little bit more in that direction, so I'm going to take off on this runway over here, which is basically the direction I'm going to go anyway. So bit of a crosswind actually though, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm going to put the first stage of flaps down, and then when we get to the runway I'll sort out all the other bits and pieces. Hope everybody's well today. Hope you're all well. And the sound goes off, it's just where I'm switching windows on the other screen, and then FSX will turn the sound off, unfortunately. Not much I can do about that. Let's get back into here. You can see the wind is gusting a little bit. Also got some birds flying around that I have to keep an eye on. This scenery is from UK 2000. This is UK 2000 VFR Airfields pack number 1, I think. It's split into like 3 different areas. The trees are Orbex HD trees, and the ground textures around the airfield and around the country are Orbex Global. I've got UTX Europe version 2 doing the coastline and vector data, and yeah, and Active Sky Next is doing the weather. I don't have the latest version of Active Sky, so this is the previous version, which I'm quite happy with, to be honest. So yeah, everything's cool. Sure why the trees are floating in the air, but that's a bit weird. But probably have to get better. I need to get some better mesh for the UK. Right, so I'm just going to line up on the runway. Just going to let people know that I'm about to take off. It'll be runway 8 we're taking off from. Taking off, heading kind of east, I think.
Echo Golf Hotel Papa traffic. Cessna Golf Charlie Kilo Sierra Golf taking off runway 8, departure to the east.
Right, I'm just going to sort out the lights. So I'm just going to put the fuel pump on a little bit. Landing lights are on, nav lights on, strobe and pitot. Yeah, I think that's good. Taxi lights can come off, and then I'll turn the fuel pump off once we're up and away. Hiya Michael, how are you doing? Welcome aboard. We're just taking off from Popham. Just going to put the flap up now. I've got the route in my GPS already, so I'm just going to keep an eye on that and make sure I'm roughly following that red line. Not necessary that I have to follow it exactly, but it's make sure that I'm going in the right direction. So I'm now heading up towards London now. Just going to turn the fuel pump off and also the landing lights. A little bit windy up here today, a little bit gusty. Winds are at about 20 knots at the moment, so it's quite blustery day to day. So this is Will Weather currently, so this is kind of taking the weather from weather stations around the UK. So this is kind of the winds and that should be there at the moment. So yeah. Hey Ronock Gaming, thank you for the host. Appreciate it. Hope you're well. Come and say hi and chat. So just keep an eye on the line. So I've just set up some waypoints which I'm going to follow. Hey, happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, exactly. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but I know some of you guys do. So yeah, have a fantastic day. I'm sure in your spare time between eating turkey and all sorts of good stuff like that, you'll be looking online to see what bargains there are in some of the sales, or you might be saving yourself for the onslaught that is Black Friday, which is tomorrow. Don't forget, guys, there is a Steam sale on now, so if you're after anything, there are some things on offer on Steam at the moment. Just Trains also got things on sale, so if you guys are into flight simming and train simming, I'd advise you to have a look around the web, because you might find some bargains at the moment, or just save your money and see what happens tomorrow on Black Friday. I'm going slightly off course now, so I need to turn a little bit. I'm doing manual flying, I'm not going to do any auto flying. I can see there's an aircraft in front of me. That seems a lot higher than me, and there's another aircraft that I can see almost heading towards me, or I'm heading towards it, or we're just both going the same direction. I'm not sure yet. Just going to check the GPS again. Yeah, I just need to turn a little bit more now. Check the GPS again. That seems to be doing alright. Like I said, I don't need to exactly fly on course, it's just giving me an approximation so I know roughly which way to go. Because now I'm getting to areas which I don't know too well, then it's a little bit harder to fly it completely visually without using a map of some sort or a guide.
Golf Hotel Popham traffic, Piper Golf Bravo Mike November Golf taking off runway 8 straight out departure.
What I need to do is actually talk to
turn left heading 185 American Pacific or 826.
Benson approach Cessna Golf
I'm
Charlie
going to contact ATC and just let them know roughly where I am.
7 miles northwest of Echo Golf
Also, they can warn me if any aircraft are in the area.
American Pacific 3421, turn left heading 130, Cessna Golf Charlie Kilo Sierra Golf, Benson approach, clock 0525, Benson approach, Cessna Golf Bravo November Whiskey Romeo, set 1500, climbing 2000, Cessna Golf Bravo November Whiskey Romeo, Benson approach, roger, QNH 1021, Cessna November Whiskey Romeo, York 1 miles east, turn right heading 235, climb and maintain 3600, expect vectors visual, runway 9er, approach.
Very bumpy up here at the
Turn right
moment.
heading 235, climb and maintain 2600, expect vectors visual, runway 9er, approach. Cessna November Whiskey Romeo, East Bravo Delta Echo, contact Heathrow approach on 125.625. American Pacific
There's lots of traffic going on.
Turn left heading 100. Turn left heading 100.
Might be able to get my word in a minute.
American Pacific 4826.
Oh dear.
Turn left heading 150.
10525 Cessna Kilo Sierra Golf.
Thank you, at last. I can actually...
Cessna Kilo Sierra Golf. Radar contact 6 miles northwest of Popham 2000. QNH 1021.
Okay.
Turn left heading 150.
Yeah.
American Pacific or 826.
Benson approach Piper Golf Bravo Mike November Golf is climbing through 1,300 for 2,000.
Piper Golf Bravo Mike November Golf. Benson approach. Roger. 2,600. Expect sector visual. Runway 8. Approach.
Copy. Cessna, Kilo, Sierra Golf.
Turn left heading 0.
I'm just going to skirt over a little bit.
3421.
Gonna
Cessna November
go to the left of that airfield in front of me.
270. American Pacific 3421. Runway in sight. American Pacific 3421. You are 8 miles west. Descend and maintain 2,300. Cleared visual. Runway 7. Approach. Contact tower on 122.3. Cessna Kilo Sierra Golf. Traffic is 6 o'clock. 2 miles. 2,300. Havilland -8. Fourth and in sight. Hybrid Mike November Golf. Turn right heading 255. Descend and maintain 2,600.
Cessna, Kilo, Sierra Golf. Have the de Havilland -8 in sight. Cessna, approach. Cessna, Golf, Charlie, Sierra, Tango uniform. Is climbing to 1,100 for 2,000.
Cessna Golf Charlie Sierra Tango uniform. Benson approach. Roger. UNH 1022. Cessna Sierra Tango uniform. North 1 miles northeast. Turn left heading 265. Climb and maintain 2,300. Expect sector ILS. Runway 6. Approach.
Turn left heading 265. Climb and maintain 2,300. Expect vectors ILS. Runway 6. Approach. Cessna Sierra Tango uniform.
Cessna Sierra Tango uniform. Traffic is 10 o'clock. 4 miles. 3,800. Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight. World travel 614. Descend and maintain 2,100. Descend and maintain 2,100. World travel
As you can see,
614.
there's quite a little bit of air traffic around me at the
Cessna Sierra
moment.
Tango uniform. Traffic in sight.
World travel 614.
Being in
Traffic is 9 o'clock. 4 miles.
London, there's lots of airfields and
Havilland-8.
big
Report them in sight.
airports as well.
World travel 614. Traffic is 12 o'clock. 4 miles. 2,700. Havilland-8. World travel 614. Traffic in sight. World travel 614. Turn right heading 005. Turn right heading 005. World travel 614. Cessna Kilo Sierra Golf. Traffic is 4 o'clock. 4 miles. 4,900. Boeing 737. Report them in sight. Climb and maintain 2,300. Cleared visual. Runway 7. Approach. Tower on 122.3. American Pacific 3421. Benson approach. Cessna Golf. Alpha Whiskey Echo Hotel. Descent 5,400. Descending 2,000. Cessna Golf Bravo Whiskey Echo Hotel. Benson approach. Roger. UNH 1022. Cessna Whiskey Echo Hotel. You're 5 miles east. Turn right heading 235. Descend and maintain 2,300. Expect sector visual. Runway 7. Approach.
So much going on.
Heading 235. Descend and maintain 2,300.
So busy, you can't even
Visual. Runway 7. Approach. Cessna
put your word in.
Hotel. Cessna Whiskey Echo Hotel. Traffic is 6 o'clock. 1 mile. 2,100. Hybrid Archer. Report them in sight. World travel 614. Turn right heading 035. Cessna Sierra Tango uniform. Traffic is 9 o'clock. 4 miles. 2,000. Havilland-8. Report them in sight.
Cessna Kilo Sierra Golf. Traffic not in sight.
Half an hour later, yes, traffic's
Turn
not in
right
sight.
heading 035. World travel 614.
Let's just check me
World travel
nothing there.
614. Traffic is 4 o'clock. 3 miles. 2,100. Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight. World travel 614. Turn right heading 065. Turn right heading 065. World travel 614.
Aircraft over
World
there.
travel 614. Have the Cessna Skyhawk in sight. Cessna Kilo Sierra Golf. Traffic is 1 o'clock. 4 miles. 2,100. Hybrid Archer. Report them in sight.
That's probably that over there. I can see it.
Cessna Sierra Tango uniform. Have the traffic. Cessna Kilo Sierra Golf. Traffic in sight.
Hybrid Sierra Mike Alpha. Traffic is 12 o'clock. 3 miles. 2,000. Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight. Hybrid Sierra Mike Alpha. Traffic is 8 o'clock. 3 miles.
Another airfield I'm flying past.
Cessna Skyhawk, report them in sight. World travel 614, contact Heathrow's approach, sun 125.625. Going to 125.625, world travel 614.
Piper, Sierra, Mike Alpha, have the Cessna Skyhawk in sight.
Cessna Whiskey Echo Hotel, have the Piper Archer in sight. Cessna Whiskey Echo Hotel, traffic is 3 o'clock, 4 miles, 1,900. Cessna Skyhawk, report them in sight. Cessna Kilo Sierra Golf, traffic is 3 o'clock, 4 miles, 4,100. Cessna Skyhawk, report them in sight.
3 o'clock.
Cessna Whiskey Echo
That'll
Hotel,
be that
have the
way.
Cessna Skyhawk in sight.
Yeah, that's that over there, I guess.
Cessna Kilo Sierra Golf, have the Cessna Skyhawk in sight.
Just check the GPS again. And we're just going to be flying kind of south of Heathrow shortly. Just got to keep an eye out.
Piper Sierra Mike Alpha, turn left heading 155.
Turn left heading 155, Piper, Sierra, Mike Alpha.
Yeah, just going to fly along here for a little bit along this path. Helps keep us clear of Heathrow Airport. Which is over here, I think. That's Heathrow over there. So we're just going to fly south of Heathrow. We're travelling at around 100 knots at the moment. And we're about just over 2,000 feet high.
Cessna Sierra Tango uniform, turn right heading 305.
Turn right heading 305, Cessna Sierra Tango uniform.
And the wind currently is about 23 knots.
Sun 125.625.
Okay, it's been asked to change frequency.
Cessna Kilo Sierra Golf.
Heathrow approach, it's going to contact.
Hotel Sierra Lima, traffic is 10 o'clock, 2 miles at 2,100. Cessna Skyhawk, report them in sight. Heathrow approach, Cessna Golf Charlie Kilo Sierra Golf, with you 2,200. Cessna Golf Charlie Kilo Sierra Golf, Heathrow approach, roger, UNE 1022.
Golf Cart Mechanics, hello, thank you for the follow.
Sierra Whiskey Victor, turn left heading 0905. Turn left heading 0905, Cessna Sierra Whiskey Victor.
Short departure, Bombardier Golf, Lima Alpha Whiskey, set 7,200, climbing 12,000.
Bombardier Golf Uniform Lima Alpha Whiskey, Heathrow departure, roger, UNE 1023.
Looks like there's a plane landing at Heathrow Airport over there.
Contact London Center on 118.475.
118.475. Bombardier, Sierra Alpha Whiskey.
Check the route again. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing okay. Those of you just joining me, I'm flying a Cessna at the moment from Popham in Hampshire, England to Biggin Hill in Kent. So my routing takes me roughly going in an easterly direction.
Cessna Hotel Sierra Lima, York 10 miles southwest, climb and maintain 2,200, cleared visual, runway 6, approach, switch to advisory on 130.725. Descend and maintain 2,200, cleared visual, runway 6, approach, advisory on 130.725. Cessna Hotel Sierra Lima.
Golf course down there, there's a motorway down there. See the cars travelling on the motorway there.
Track approach, orbit 6481 with you. Orbit 6481, Heathrow approach, Roger, UNH 102, Cessna Sierra Whiskey Victor, airport is at your 10 o'clock, 11 miles, turn left heading 070, report runway in sight. Turn left heading 070, Cessna Sierra Whiskey Victor, Heathrow approach, Pacifica 18905 with you. Pacifica 18905, Heathrow approach, Roger, UNH 1023. Cessna Sierra Whiskey Victor, I have the runway in sight. Cessna Sierra.
You got any questions about the scenery I'm using or anything else? Please just ask in chat. I'll try and answer if possible.
On 120.675, orbit 6481, contact for approach on 122.1. 122.1 for orbit 6481. Descend and maintain 2,100. Cleared visual. Runway 7, approach. Tower on 120.675. Cessna Sierra Whiskey Victor. Pacifica 18905. Airport is 12 miles at your 10 o'clock. Turn left heading 090. Report runway in sight. Turn left heading 090. Pacifica 18905.
Visibility starting to drop now.
Runway in sight. Pacifica 18905, York 10 miles west, climb and maintain 2,100, cleared visual, runway 9 left approach, contact Heathrow Tower on 12.475.
Starting to descend a little bit.
Descend and maintain 2,100, cleared visual, runway 9 left approach, tower on 124.475, Pacifica 18905.
Hi golf cart. Yeah, well, I'm
Pacifica 90704 is climbing through 7,000 for 12,000. Pacifica 90704, Heathrow approach, Roger, UNH 1022.
York departure will travel to 645, set 2,400, climbing 10,000.
World travel to 645, Heathrow departure, Roger, UNH 1023. World travel to 645. Turn right heading 220, proceed on course, climb and maintain 10,000. Pacifica 90704, contact London Center on 118.475. 118.475, Pacifica 90704.
yeah, it's very hard to keep to say anything with the ATC continually going on all the time.
Right heading 250, climb and maintain 10,000. Will travel to
routing on again. Okay.
129.4. Orbit 6253. East Road approach. Roger. UNH 1023.
Basically just following that line. I put that route in earlier and I'm just flying along it really. I'm just flying, there's Heathrow Airport over there in the distance. Just flying south of Heathrow now, in London. I'm just flying east at the moment. Heading towards South London and then I'll head towards Biggin Hill.
Turn left heading 085. Proceed on course. Climb and maintain 5,000.
Turn left heading 085 to Moon navigation. Climb and maintain 5,000. Pacifica 381.
Orbit 6253. Airport is 12 miles at your 10 o'clock. Turn right heading 120. Report runway in sight. Orbit 6253. Turn left heading 090.
Yeah, hi Michael. Yeah, probably there are little differences, but most of the instruments are basically the same, and it's just that their representation might be slightly different. There's also different Cessnas. I don't know if there are two Cessna 172s, I think, that are in X-Plane and Flight Sim that are a lot more realistic than this. This is just the default one that you get in, as part of the sim. So it's going to be quite basic compared to like payware alternatives. Well, not everybody wants to splash out and pay any more for something. Some people just want to get FSX and just jump in it and fly around in it and not worry too much about buying other things.
Turn left heading 050. Proceed on course. Climb and maintain 9,000. Pacifica 8535. Approach, Mooney Golf, Whiskey Juliet, Papa Echo,
Let's check that.
6000.
Pacifica 8535. Contact Norfolk approach on 126.45. Mooney Golf, Whiskey
Got an
Juliet,
aircraft up there.
East Road approach. Roger. UNH 1022.
126.45. Pacifica 8535.
Am I ready for X-Plane 11? Well, probably not. It does look nice though. I do like the fact that there's a 737-800 in it now as default. I'll see what the reviews are like, and then I might pick it up just before Christmas. I'll probably treat myself to it as a Christmas present. That's one reason why I got X-Plane 10 recently, because I just wanted to kind of get an idea of what it was like and where it was at. And I'm kind of liking it so far, so I probably will get X-Plane 11, but I'll just wait until I hear some more feedback about it first. For example, what it'll run like on certain computers, because my computer's not exactly high end, and I want to make sure that obviously that it'll run okay. I do like to always have a bit of eye candy when I fly, and some people like to have smoothness and things like that, but I tend to like the eye candy rather than the smoothness. I think part of that is because I've grown up with simulators where the frame rates have always suffered. So when I used to play Flight Simulator on a Commodore 64 in the 80s, it never used to be very smooth. So to me, when I play a flight sim and it's not very smooth, I'm kind of used to it. So I tend to turn things up. And if it's kind of jerky, well that's okay, I can live with it. Whereas some people would probably turn all the settings down until it's silky smooth, but then you just don't have much to look at. It's like, some people like different things, I guess. But I do need to get a much faster computer though. Thank you, Michael, that's very kind of you. Oh well, golf cart. I wouldn't say I was an experienced player. An experienced player on flight sim, I think, is somebody that will get like
Heathrow approach, Piper Golf,
PMDG
Charlie
plane out
Sierra, Mike
and
Alpha,
do
Descent approach,
routes and all
Echo
that
Golf
stuff. I'm
Tango
not really into
Foxtrot,
that. I'm more into like just
Piper
getting in the
Sierra,
plane and
Mike
flying
Delta,
around
Stewart
type
1
of
mile
person.
southwest, turn left
Even
heading
though I've been playing
270,
flight sims for
climb
a
and
long
maintain
time, I really
2,100,
can't
expect
get
vectors
into all that
visual, runway 6,
really
approach.
bad stuff.
Turn left heading 270, climb and maintain 2,100, expect vectors visual, runway 6, approach, Piper Sierra, Mike Alpha.
One thing that I do find a problem in FSX around the London area though is you can
Heathrow
go out of
approach,
memory,
Cessna Golf, Bravo Golf, Mike X-ray, dismissed
and
approach, Echo Golf, Lima, Mike,
I'm already starting to
Cessna
get
Golf,
the
Mike
out
X-ray,
of
Stewart
memory
1
bings
mile
now,
southwest, turn left heading
and I've not
275,
even
climb and maintain
got close to where I'm
2,100,
going
expect
yet.
vectors visual, runway 7, approach. Heathrow departure, orbit 459er, is climbing to 2,200 for 11,000. Orbit 459er, Heathrow departure, roger, UNA 1023. Orbit 459er,
Yeah,
turn
I've
right
actually
heading
posted
100,
quite a
proceed
few
on
videos
course,
today,
climb and
Michael. I
maintain
took the time out this
11,000.
morning and instead
Turn
of
right
streaming,
heading
I've just been
100,
going through and
proceed on course, climb and maintain 11,000. Orbit
putting some more
459er,
videos out onto YouTube.
Cessna Kilo Sierra Golf, traffic is 8 o'clock, 2 miles at 4,100, Cessna Skyhawk, report to inside.
I'm not sure if you guys can hear that binging
Turn
in the
left heading
background. If you can, that's
275, climb and
basically
maintain 2,100,
Flight Sim
expect
telling me
vectors
that my
visual,
memory is
runway
running
7,
low,
approach, Cessna Golf Mike X-ray,
which is kind of an
Cessna
issue.
Golf Mike X-ray,
It's a
contact
very
Popham,
annoying
approach
issue.
on 122.1. 122.1, Cessna Golf Mike X-ray, orbit 459er, contact Heathrow departure on 119.725. Mooney, Juliet, Papa Echo, traffic is 12 o'clock, 2 miles at 2,000, Piper departure, report
Well,
to
it's
inside.
slightly off course, so
Mooney, Juliet, Papa Echo, counts traffic. 119.725, orbit 459er.
and here we go. So now it's just told me that the computer's run out of memory, which is fantastic. There's one thing I hate about FSX is the fact that
Contact Benson, approach on
it will tell you that you're out of
123.3.
memory, especially
Going
around London. It's probably the AI
123.3,
traffic I've
Piper
got
Sierra, Mike
installed and all
Alpha.
that sort of stuff. Hang on a second, I'm just going to do something, see if that helps. I've still got the default AI traffic and I know that that takes up a lot of memory, so I need to turn down these settings, I think. I'll just turn these down, see if that helps. Might do. See how that goes. So I've just turned the AI traffic down a little bit. Ah, Michael, you're used to it as well. Yeah, Prepared 3D is a little bit better at handling this, but it's still a 32-bit app. But once I get some, it's because I've got a lot of things on here where to probably taking up a lot of memory. So the default planes AI traffic, for example, use up more polygons and more memory. So I need to start filling my FSX Steam edition up with AI traffic, which is a bit better on memory usage. Right, so there's Biggin Hill over there. I'm just going to start to turn towards it, but as you can see, it's calmed down a little bit now since I've turned that AI traffic down a little bit. Right, Biggin Hill, Biggin Tower. Let's see what they tell me.
Biggin Tower, Cessna Golf, Charlie Kilo Sierra Golf is 8 miles west with November to land. Cessna Golf, Charlie Kilo Sierra Golf, Biggin Tower, flight left, base runway 3,
Okay.
1022, Cessna Kilo Sierra Golf, cleared to land, runway 3.
Okay, well I can already land runway 3 already. That's kind of cool. I'll work out where runway 3 is.
Cleared to land, runway 3, Cessna Kilo Sierra Golf.
Might have to do a visual of the airfield. I'm not too sure where runway 3 is. I think it's going that way. Right, it's gonna put my panel lights on. That's better. Right. Put my fuel pump on again. Yeah, that's a known issue, unfortunately, Michael. It's probably all these lights and things as well that's taken up memory. I have to look at my settings because it could be that I have lights from 2 different companies going at the same time, and that's going to take up memory. So I might have my Orbex lights on, and then also might have the Ultimate Train lights. So there's probably a little bit of both. As you can see, the ground textures are starting to go a little bit blurry now. That's because they're not loading up any new ones. But not to worry. Luckily, it's night time. Yeah. But yeah, I'll take a look at that and work out what's going on. Yeah, the textures are starting to not load up now, but that's okay. I'll work out what I need to do, and then for next stream it'll be I'll rectify it a little bit. Yeah, you can see it's not really loading in much scenery now, but that's okay. Yeah, well, I need to make sure because, for example, I've got Orbex Global, and I know they have their own lighting system. Then I've got Ultimate Train X, and they have lights as well. So I need to basically turn off one or the other because they're both probably loading up. Now I believe that the we've got to work that one out. Yeah, but not to worry. I'm aiming to get onto the ground in one piece though, and that's all that matters. But London is quite a bad area anyway, to be honest. If you look on forums and things, people flying around London in the London area tend to have a lot of problems, especially with AI traffic on, because there tends to be a lot of AI traffic in the area flying around, and because Heathrow's quite a big airport, you get a lot of AI traffic that are there as well. So I've just got to fiddle around now. I've just got to mess about now with the settings. If I'd have been flying anywhere else, I probably would have been alright, but it's just flying near London. Well, it could be that I have a memory leak, so I have to look at that as well. There's all sorts of things I have to look at. Could have 2 airports conflicting and they use up memory and all sorts of things. So that's one thing you don't really have a problem with in X-Plane so much. I mean, obviously you can run out of memory in X-Plane, but it uses a lot more memory because it's a 64-bit app. So if you've got 8 gigabytes of memory, then it can use up more of it instead of just using it up to 3. I'm just going to put full flat down now. There's a bit of a crosswind. One coming at an angle.
Cessna, Kilo Sierra Golf, exit runway when able.
Right, I think I landed. Right, exit runway when able. Right, okay. Just gonna look at that on the replay. Obviously the replay is not always the best thing to look at. Don't like the replay on FSX. It's very juddery. I know there's FSX recorder, and FS recorder's quite good. But anyway, at least I managed to land the game without it basically crashing on me. Yeah, I'm going to exit runway when able. I'm just trying to work out where the best place to turn is. Right, I'm just going to come off here. Come off here then.
Cessna, Kilo Sierra Golf, contact ground on 134.8.
Okay.
134.8. Cessna, Kilo Sierra Golf. Biggin ground. Cessna, Golf, Charlie, Kilo Sierra Golf. Request taxi to parking. Cessna, Golf, Charlie, Kilo Sierra Golf. Taxi to General Aviation parking via taxiway Alpha, Juliet, Lima.
Okay.
Taxiing to General Aviation parking via taxiway Alpha, Juliet, Lima. Cessna, Kilo Sierra Golf.
Put regressive taxi on, which is cheating, I know, but it's always handy. Right then, so here we are, Biggin Hill. Yeah, I need to look at that to find out what it is that's causing the memory problems. So do you guys use any AI traffic packs? And if you do, which ones do you use? I've got various that I've purchased over the years. I've got Ultimate Traffic 2, and then I've also downloaded my third-party traffic from Avsim, like World of AI and all those sort of things. So I'm driving like I'm drunk. Hello. Right, so here we are at Biggin Hill. Shame about the low memory issues as we got nearer to the airfield though. But just one of those things. I'll look at that for next time and try and solve that problem. I'm just going to save this flight here. Save this. Biggin Hill. Twitch stream. Just so that I can start from here for next time around. Right then, guys. Thank you for watching. That's it for now. I might stream a little bit later. If I do stream later, it'll be Flight Simulator, not Flight Simulator. It'll be Train Simulator probably. So until now, till then, I'll see you a bit later. Cheers, guys, for watching. Thanks for the follows. Appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks, guys. See you later. Bye.